Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss about the zones of production. Already we have discussed a power system consisting of various elements: generator, transformer, transmission lines and distribution lines. So here also you can see the generator, circuit breaker, high voltage switch gear, transformer, extra high voltage switch gear, transformer and extra high voltage switch gear. So in this diagram we can observe. So zones of production means, so while you are protecting the devices, we need to take care of two devices simultaneously. So two devices simultaneously. So here we can see, so here generator and circuit breaker at a time we are protecting. So that is called one zone. Next one, so another zone if you take, so what are the two devices are there? Circuit breaker this one, and high voltage switchgear protection. So similarly if you take another one, so in this zone if you see in this zone also two devices are there. One is high voltage switchgear and transformer is there. So whenever we are protecting the devices, you see that one or more devices, at least two devices should be there. The various protective zones of typically power system are as shown in this figure. So next one is adjacent protective zones must overlap each other. So that's what here you can see this one. So adjacent zones must be overlap each other, failing which a fault on boundary. So if suppose if any devices is failed on boundary, so other devices may give the supply. Suppose here any one devices fails, so here we have connected intermediate circuit breaker. So you can supply through this way. Suppose so these are the generators, generator 1, generator 2. Suppose any one generator fails, so we can get supply from the other generator. So here whenever fault occurs in the overlapping zone in a properly protected system, more circuit breakers than the minimum necessary to isolate the faulty element of the system. So minimum elements should be fault. So we see that the minimum elements are in the fault. So like that we have to divide the zones, right? So this is about zones of production. Next one we will see the primary and backup protections. So primary and backup protections are three types. One is remote backup protection, relay backup protection and breaker backup protection. So what is meant by remote backup protection? When backup relays are located at a neighbor station, suppose if it is neighbor station, the backup the entire primary protective schemes, which includes the relay, circuit breaker and voltage transformer, current transformer and other elements. So in case of a failure, primary protective scheme, so what we have to do? So we need to go for remote backup. So suppose any devices, so any circuit breaker or relay or voltage transformer, current transformer fail to protect the device, so we need to use neighbor station protection. We have to go for neighbor station protection. That is the one important thing. So coming to the second one, relay backup protection. So this kind of local backup protection, so in which an additional relay is provided for backup protection. So relay backup. So whenever circuit breaker is not uh, circuit breaker is failed to trip primary uh, relay. Suppose circuit breaker is not activate. So what we have to do? So we need to use other device to trip the. So you need to use to trip the other device. So other relay, you have to use another relay, that is called relay backup protection. Next one. So breaker backup protection. So this is also one kind of local backup protection. So local, so it is not remotely exist, so it is locally exists. This type of backup is necessary for bus bar system, and bus bar system is transmission lines or distribution lines where a number of circuit breakers are connected in each other. So this type of protective relay operation in response to a fault, but the circuit breaker fails to trip. The fault is treated as a bus bar fault. In such situations, so what you have to do? Suppose bus bar fault, the relay fails to trip the fault. So now what you have to do? So some time delay, after some time delay, the main relay closes the contact of a backup relay, so which trips all the other circuit breakers, on the bus bar. So this type of breakup is called breaker backup system. So these three are very important: remote backup, relay backup, breaker backup. So remote backup means, so it will be there in neighbor station. Relay backup means, relay backup, suppose if one relay fails to operate, some other relay will comes to that fault, and it will operate. So breaker backup means it is a local backup, so it will be there near to the fault. So these are the three types of backup protection we have. So next one, we will see the essential qualities of protection. So what are the essential qualities? So we have 5 essential qualities of protective system. One is selectivity or discrimination, reliability, sensitivity, stability, and for last one is fast operation. Selectivity, it means quality of protective relay by which it is able to discriminate between a fault in a protected station and normal condition. So it is a discrimination between fault in a protected station and normal condition. So fault, we need to identify the selectivity. So where the fault occurs, so in which zone fault is occurs. So we need to discriminate between a fault in the protected system and normal condition. So this is called as a selectivity. So here so generators, transmission lines, and auxiliary devices like fuse, circuit breakers, relays will be there now. So we need to select particular place, the particular zone, and so we need to protect that zone. Next one, reliability. So what is meant by reliability? If reliability means when a fault occurs in its zone of protection, the failure of protective system may be due to failure of any one or more elements of the protective system. The failure occurs in the zone of protection means, that means failure of any one or more elements of the productive system. So what we have to do, we have to use reliable devices. So to achieve reliability, high degree of devices and insulation of cable and high grade of circuit breakers, relays we have to use. So we can increase the reliability of the system. Next one, sensitivity. So sensitivity is a very important one. A protective relay should operate when the magnitude of current exceeds the preset value. So when particular value exceeds the current means the relay should be operate. The protective relay should be operate and isolate that fault. So that is the sensitivity. Sensitivity should be more. So preset value means that rated value. Next one, stability. Stability is very important one. So a productive system should remain stable even when a large current is flows through its protective zone. Stability means when large current also flows, the system should be withstand. So withstand, that is the stability. So without interrupting the supply, so the system should be withstand, that is called stability. Next one, fast operation. Fast operation means so it should be operate very fast. So whenever fault occurs, whenever any fault, either it may be symmetrical fault or unsymmetrical fault, any type of fault occurs, the faulty part should be isolate from the healthy part, so very quickly. That is called fast operation. Some of the relays, so it will operate within a 3 to 5 seconds. So those devices, those type of relays we will use in the extra high voltage and high voltage distribution and transmission lines. Okay. So these are the essential qualities of power system production. So in next video we will see the performance of productive relaying. Okay. Thank you everyone.